Happy Friday afternoon, everybody. Mr. G back with you again with the weather forecast as we're going to be talking about the Memorial Day weekend. So we're going to be looking at what we're going to be seeing across the country as well as potential tropical development that could occur off the southeastern coast as well. So let's jump into our forecast here as we take a look at what that pattern is going to look like for the most part across this holiday weekend. And we're going to be seeing high amplitude ridge across the eastern half of the United States with a deep trough across the west. So that's going to make things a little bit wet through parts of the western United States and into parts of in the southwest as well into Southern California. We can see some showers as well, some thunderstorms in the higher elevations of the Rockies. Beautiful weather across the Pacific Northwest, very typical for this time of the year to see those temperatures in the 60s and lower 70s over there across the Portland and Seattle area. Beautiful weather across the central and southern plains. That includes the northern plains. Beautiful holiday weekend for you folks. Maybe some thunderstorms across the southwestern plains, across West Texas, western Oklahoma, western Kansas as well, maybe into parts of the Nebraska, North and South Dakota. We could be seeing some elevated thunderstorms throughout this weekend. And this guy here across the southeast that's going to be bringing a lot of rain through parts of Florida and the Carolinas and the southeastern coast. We're going to be seeing some heavy rain, and that's where some tropical development could possibly occur, but I think that chance is going to be quite low. We're looking at about a 10% chance of any tropical development, but nevertheless, we do have a subtropical system off the southeastern U.S. that's going to be bringing quite a bit of rainfall over those regions throughout the weekend and into your holiday Monday. Beautiful weather over across the northeast as they're under the influence of high pressure, and it's going to be making some cool evenings out there across the northeast under that northwesterly flow. It's going to be a dry flow as well, so we're going to see those temperatures get a little bit on the cool side across the northeast. That's going to make for some wonderful sleeping weather up toward the northeast and the Great Lakes and make it quite nice during the daytime as well. So let's take a look at our holiday weekend forecast, and we're going to be seeing some nice weather for your Saturday out there, and we're going to be looking at that heavy rain over there across the Carolinas and Georgia, and we're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall down there across those regions with those temperatures in the mid-60s under that cloud cover. Beautiful weather in the northeast with those temperatures in the upper 70s to lower 80s, but we're going to be seeing those 80s extend across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest as well, and with 70s across the Pacific Northwest with those isolated thunderstorms over the mountains. And we're going to be seeing beautiful weather along the West Coast from the Pacific Northwest down to Southern California, where it's going to be warm across the desert Southwest as we see those temperatures in the upper 90s right there across the Phoenix area. So we're going to be seeing a nice warm weekend for your Saturday across the country. And then on your Sunday for this holiday weekend, we're going to be looking at temperatures cooling down across the western U.S. as that trough digs in. LA is going to be down into the upper 60s on your Sunday, and we're going to be seeing those 70s across the Pacific Northwest under partly cloudy skies. We will see some thunderstorms through parts of the plains. So from the northern plains and the high plains of the Dakotas through Nebraska down through Kansas and western Oklahoma, western Texas, we're going to be seeing those showers and some thunderstorms. Those thunderstorms are going to be isolated to scattered, and we will see some severe storms, especially down across the central and southern plains. So western Oklahoma and Texas, we could see some severe thunderstorms potential with some large hail. So we could see some hail producing thunderstorms over southwestern Texas. And we're going to see that heavy rain continue as we have a Rex block in place right now. So that is blocking and locking up our weather pattern. So that low pressure area is going to be kind of stranded there along the southeastern coast and produce copious amounts of rainfall across mainly the Carolinas. We're going to be seeing that through Virginia and Maryland as well. And some of those showers is going to extend as far to the west as central Kentucky and northeastern Tennessee. But beautiful weather along the Gulf Coast, and maybe some of those storms will pop up across for our southern Florida. But the rest of Florida is going to have a nice day for your Sunday with those temperatures in the mid 80s. And then for your Memorial Day holiday, here's a look at your forecast. It's going to be beautiful across most of the country, but our southeastern storm will start to slide up the eastern seaboard into the mid-Atlantic. So we're going to start to see some of those storms through into West Virginia, and maybe into parts of Maryland and New Jersey as well. We're going to start to see some of that rainfall make its way up the East Coast. So those showers will spread to the north, and we're going to see things starting to dry out along the southeastern coast and along the Gulf Coast as well. But we will continue to have thunderstorms popping up across the southern plains of Texas, and again across the upper Midwest, over the northern plains and into parts of northwestern Minnesota, where some scattered showers and thunderstorms could take place. Beautiful weather on the west coast, but look at that 100-degree temperature there for the folks over there in Phoenix. So it's going to start to get a bit hot across the desert southwest, and we're going to be seeing very comfortable temperatures across the Pacific Northwest, where we're going to be seeing 73 for your Memorial Day high on Monday. So very nice weather for your Memorial Day. Here's a closer look at that storm system across the southeast there. We got a lot of rainfall right along the eastern coast there, Charleston, South Carolina, all the way up into North Carolina, right along the coast there. So we're talking about Norfolk, and we're going to be seeing some of those rain showers and thunderstorms. And we got more showers and storms down here across central and southern Florida as well, as we deal with a lot of wet weather across the deep south in the southeastern United States. Now here we are with that area of low pressure right off the eastern seaboard for your Saturday, and that's going to produce that northeasterly flow, and we're going to be seeing that rainfall coming in off the coast. So heavier rainfall will occur right along the coastal sections of South Carolina and North Carolina, and we're going to be seeing that rain extend farther inland toward the Appalachian Mountain Range on your Saturday. More on your and here's that potential there for a tropical development, as we do have about a 10% chance of seeing this evolve into a weak tropical system or tropical depression, but it's only about a 10% chance of that happening. So I'm not really holding out hope, but there is that possibility, and I felt it was at least worth a mention there in this weather forecast. And here we go through Sunday. That heavy rain is going to continue across the southeast and into the mid-Atlantic states. So again, the Carolinas is going to be getting the brunt of this rainfall. Some of that rain will extend into Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, and parts of northeastern Georgia as well. So that is a look at the forecast, but we're going to talk about what type of system this is, this type of low pressure center. And we typically see these when we have this kind of a pattern in the jet stream, and this is very similar to maybe a crossbreed between a tropical system and a extra tropical system, which is basically a mid-latitude system. And what we're seeing is it's going to have frontal boundaries and fronts associated with it, but it's going to intake the moisture much like a tropical system. There's a surface low associated with many mid-latitude storms have upper level areas of low pressure. Well, this is going to be a surface-based area of low pressure with an associated cold front or frontal boundary associated with it. So it's going to have cold air fueling it and warm air plus heat off of the ocean. So this is what a subtropical low looks like, because it has characteristics of a tropical system and a non-tropical system. So that is a look at your weather forecast for your holiday weekend. I will be back tomorrow with any updates to the forecast and again on Sunday as well. My name is Mr. G. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe on TikTok, and leave a follow on TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. Bye bye.